Hey, what's up, y'all? How you been? You been good? Been staying out of trouble? I hope so. I thought I should start documenting what I'm doing nowadays, and I'm actually writing a movie at the moment. Um, it's I have the beginning, the ending, so I just have to figure out the journey that they're gonna go through, and it's about of coming of age, three characters who love each other in a bizarre way, and it's called a Bizarre Love Triangle. Right on the nose, and I already have the three characters and their names, and I'm building that world and trying to actually give them depth, right? Because you wanna like them, but then also I do want them to be hated in a way where you're like, I don't fuck with them, but I actually care about what they're going through, and so with that, I have some certain things that I'm writing, and and a lot of it's a dark comedy. I will say that the ending is gonna end with a bang, and um, literally and metaphorically, um, and so yeah, I wanted to just make this video and tell my journey and explain like what I'm writing. Right now I have a few scenes. I'm using Word doc, so I get a little suspicious because having writing and also, let me see, I'm using a MacBook right now, so that's where. But I have I have actually about 19 pages, 3,826 words. So they say that normal films are like 90 pages. It could go a little longer. I feel personally I could write basically two or three movies just with what I'm writing now. But I felt like having that, you just string it out, and it gets tiresome, and then you're like, okay, why is this doesn't, so having everything mixed through, and just the journey of these three characters, I feel I can tell a story and hopefully make people be like, what the fuck, and it has some esque of what is it called? Project X. Not really. It's not like a found footage type of movie, but it's crazy, off the walls. There is a party scene. Um, Also a little bit of swingers, just a little bit, and yeah. So I've been writing a lot, and I don't know if I want to like actually tell you what's happening in the story, but really the first scene would be all three characters being introduced. You get to feel the two main guys, and what their relationship is like, and you're like, oh, that's, they have a pretty weird relationship. And of course, a lot of it that I'm writing is things that I've went through or people I've met, and then of course the girl who comes into the classroom and just makes this guy head over heels thinking that she is the one. And I think every guy has gone through that, where they meet the one, and they think like, oh my god, what I would do with her. Nothing, no diddy. uh, and yeah, so that's where getting to meet each other, and then also building that rapport, and building those relationships, and then a lot of the dialogue that I'm writing, it is paying homage to movies and music that I really enjoy, and but also making it a Braden-esque film where it's like some of the most ridiculous shit imaginable that I'm saying in writing, and things that make me laugh and hopefully would make other people laugh. and so they meet each other, and the guy and girl, they hit it off just right, and the other friend, they make this group with each other, and then it's very bizarre, and the love between all of them, like a triangle. It's like it's strange, and of course that song, hopefully I can get the rights to, will definitely have its moment in the film where you're just like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. And it leads up to them going to a party. So I just finished that scene of them going into a party, and them experiencing the high school college theme party. I don't know if I want to make it where these guys are 18, so I think I probably will have to, especially with which room they go into. It's called the Red Room, and something happens in there. And but now it's like, okay, I just finished up with them going into the party. You get to see just how crazy and off the walls that living in this town is. And now the next step is like, okay, are they gonna graduate? Are they? Should I do a time skip, and show graduation and then them going into their career? I still feel like I could probably make a little bit more scenes in the school, but I just don't know what I want to write about. Um, and so yeah, so that's definitely where I'm having that creative blocking, is like, okay, where do I want to go next? And so I've introduced the characters, they build the relationship, they go to a party, they go through a lot of shit, and now it's like, okay, do I want to do like a time skip where they're adults now and they're working with each other? Um, like I said, normal films, I guess, are like 90 pages long. So, and I bet you in this script, I could probably trim some fat, so it'd make it a lot shorter. Um, so yeah, that's basically, I wanted to hop on and just tell you my journey. And so hopefully by the end of, sorry for the 3D sounds, hopefully by the end of making this film, I can show the journey that I've been on, and in these little videos that I make, you're like, oh wow, he really stuck stuck to the stick to the script or whatever, and the things that he's explaining right now. I know I'm being very vague, um, but just with going to a party and meeting people, and underage drinking, and smoking marijuana and hanging out with the wrong group, and that's something that I want to highlight in this, because everyone has gone to those parties, and you're like, fuck, everybody's drinking, and people are gonna drive, and people are gonna die tonight. And it's a morbid thought, but shit, it happens, right? And it's kind of sad, but that's the reality we live in. And yeah, so it's definitely fun, and I really feel passionate about writing this movie, because a lot of it is things that I went through, and things that I want to be like, God, what I went through is so wrong, and the path, yeah, it may be funny at a time, but it's so dark and it's so morbid, when you actually think about it, and you're growing up, and you're just like, this shouldn't be happening to kids, but me and my age and stage in life, I'm like, well, the only way that I can cope with certain things is by laughing at it and making it into a joke. And I hope that this movie doesn't make it where it gets kids to be like, oh, I want to be like that. No, I don't want you to be like that. I want you to see, like, these people are horrible. Like, you don't want to act like this. You want to be better. You want to do better. And going to parties are great and all, but fuck, like, no, like, it's stick to your books, stick to your learning. And if I could go back in time and tell myself, hey, Braden, you gotta get your shit together, because you could have made it off in life, but no, you wanted to be stubborn and hard-headed. So yeah, so I think I'll end it off there. I've been talking for almost 11 minutes, and haven't really gotten back to doing YouTube in a while, and I definitely look older and losing my hair, so I don't think I could play a teenager anymore, unless the teenager is bald and going through. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, I think that will be it. So I'm gonna try to keep on writing, try to figure out what my next steps are, and if I want to do a time skip, if I want to show graduation, and I think that's probably what I'll lead up to, is them graduating, and then you get to actually meet their parents and you get to see. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good. I'm just thinking out loud now. So that's something that I know I'm not talking to anybody, but you're listening. Um, but and I'm going insane. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I hope to God I could have this done. I thought I was gonna have this done by this year, but shit happens, and so hopefully I can finish writing and just have this passion and this drive to finish this movie, and hopefully Netflix, because they're making so many films now. I really don't need a crazy budget or anything like that. I feel like I can definitely make it. I feel like with the right cameras, I can even make it from an iPhone camera if I really wanted to. But I want to have that cinematic and certain crane shots and everything like that. That's like, and this is the first time I'm writing a script, so I really, I know I said was gonna finish this video, but I have certain scenes that I can visualize, and that I can be like, okay, this is where the camera will be placed. But when writing that in the script, I'm like, how do I write that? Where do I, and so I think I'm just gonna remember it, hopefully, or have some cinematographer who can read it and be like, okay, yeah, I understand what you're trying to film and what you're trying to show and convey, and yeah, so wish me luck, and I hope you guys have a great holidays and a fantastic new year, and hopefully the world doesn't end before I make this movie, and yeah, so I pray all the best, and adios amigos.